Today's video, we're meeting up with Whitetail Properties land specialist Paul Baker and our buddy Nick. It's the last Monday of the turkey season, and we're going to be starting off on Paul's property, and the hunt actually ends up on public ground. The morning started off absolutely slow. We only heard one gobbler, so we all got together and we're just like, hey, let's just start patrolling, figure out what's going on, see if we can't strike up a bird. So as we were walking down one of these ferny logging roads, we noticed there was a couple hens down in the food plot, and it wasn't soon after that they spooked and ran up over the hill. And I told Paul, I said, hurry up and start calling just in case there might be some gobblers around. So it was a couple seconds, Paul hit a slate call, and way off into public we heard a couple gobbles. So off we go. We go up this logging road and we started sneaking up to the top of the hill, and I noticed there was a lone hen and a lone gobbler walking away from us up through this clear cut to get to the top. Now we waited for them to get to the top of the hill, so I said to Paul and Nick, because they didn't see him, I said what we need to do is swing up around and hopefully we can get ahead of them. So that's what we did. We went up over the hill, swung up around, and when we got to the top, me and Paul looked at each other, we were just like, nah, forget this. I said, it was just way too snaky. We were hunting in rattlesnake territory, and we just didn't want to deal with that. High ferns, lots of boulders, falling down trees, logs. It just freaked us out. So I figured, what the heck. I walked up about 25 yards, jumped on a log. I hit the call real quick, and sure enough, those turkeys gobbled about 150 yards away from us. And it was just instinct. Off goes Nick running through the ferns, gets to the closest oak tree, which was about 30 yards in front of me and Paul. I look at Paul and he just bailed off right into the ferns, and I was like, well, I need to try to get this on film. So I walked up a little bit and I was actually standing behind a big oak tree, just filming out the side of the tree with the camera. And even though it was on a tripod, it was absolutely shaky because the sun was at our backs. Perfect for turkey hunting, horrible for filming. And I know it's shaky, it's pretty rough. But in the end, I started calling, and these turkeys worked so perfect. They came right around the hill, right in the gun range for Nick.
We got him.
See there, they're all jakes.
They're all jakes?
Whatever.
Dude, they were close to him.
Oh. Well, that's what I was wondering. I think he was probably wondering if he should shoot because they were all jakes. I said, that last time they gobbled, I was like, they gotta be right.
Yep.
Yep.
What were there, 3?
Yeah.
I said, when I was sitting there, all I could see was the heads coming through. I'm like, well, I knew when they were gobbling too. I'm like, that sound like jakes, but I'm like, screw it.
The one you had a little bit of
A little wrath to it. But
Hey.
Oh well.
You need to kill something. It's been a couple. You haven't killed a bird in PA in what?
2 years.
Yeah.
meat's meat, man.
Dude, I was like, they're coming this way. Coming that way. Coming this way.
Yeah, they were sneaking through there.
Joe's is probably bigger than that one.
Little cigar butt.
Yeah, I literally shot that one. I looked up over there and I'm like, there's like.
Oh boy.
Hey, it works. I'm happy with it. Got a kill.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome, dude. Good deal. A little
Bird's a
stealth
bird.
fight. A little cigar butt.
Did you see him when you shot? Or no?
Oh, I couldn't see him. No, I just
No,
seen
they
him
literally.
shift.
Well, they came. I thought like when they first were gobbling, they were right behind these 3 trees for me, and I'm like, oh great. And then they came over, and I just seen them coming up that path.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I thought there was a mature one in there with them.
Yeah.
I really did.
Bird's a bird.
It's fun.
That bird, bud.
Public land, man.
Oh yeah.
Well, so much for the post hunt. Let's go.
Yeah. Post on this one.
He's got shame. Oh God.
I literally though, I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna be able to. They had to be like literally come right up on the tree to see if they had a beard. I just seen a white head.
Well, that's what I was.
White head.
That's what I was thinking. It's so thick right there. I'm like, they're gonna have to get. Because I knew I could tell there was jakes in there. I didn't know if they were all jakes or.
No, they were all jakes.
But I was like,
Whenever I shot this one, those 3 hopped, those 2 hopped. I'm like, oh well, they all have jake beards. Oh well, bird's bird.
Yum.
Not mad about it. Like I said, I haven't shot one in 2 years.
yeah.
I still shoot jakes. I ain't afraid.
Hey, I still got a tag. We can still go tower 3. See if we can.
Yeah. Good job, dude.
Yeah.
Appreciate
job,
that. Thanks for shooting.
Yeah.
I was hoping you were gonna shoot something. We.
Oh,
hiked up
listen.
here.
After this morning, I was like, if they come in, they were gobbling. I'm like, maybe if I pick one out, then one might have
Tell you what, I mean, it wasn't like your typical jake hunt. They worked.
Yep.
Well, I could hear them. I could hear them puff up there whenever you.
Oh, they did strut?
Yeah, when you first called, when I was sitting up there, you could hear the ch.
No kidding.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, well, maybe one is a gobbler.
Oh, that's fun. Cool.
But then, like as they slowly started getting closer, I'm like, man.
Whatever.
Nick, you're right there. We gotta get a picture of you.
Oh, I don't care.
Good job, dude.
Thank you.
That's fun.
That's a good hunt.
Yeah.
Hey, should I put it against the tree like Joe's?
Need something to hang it.
Oh, we'll do it this way. That way it doesn't look.
Get them up on that, where there's no grass, you can see it a little bit.
Too close.
The old Jake yelp him.
Old Jake yelping.
He's got a big fan for a
He
Jake.
does.
Oh, dang, man.
You trying to make me feel better.
No. Yeah, good job. Nice
Hey, at
job.
least it could have been worse. I could have missed it.
When I seen those 2 jump straight up in the air, and I'm like, okay, he's not moving much, and I seen your thumb come out, I'm like, oh, that's good.
Yeah, that one, he was stone cold. 3.5. 12 gauge at
Feed me.
30 yards.
Feed me.
I was wondering, 'cause, I mean, obviously I knew there was some.
There was no
some
flop
jakes
or
in
nothing.
there.
He literally laid there.
I was like, I wondered if you were gonna pull the trigger on him. I love it.
Looks like we just robbed the bank. Boom, we're out of here.
That's a cool spot though.
That's a really cool.
I thought at first they were going to wrap the whole way down around that bottom where it's all.
Well, that's what Matt was asking me. We were worried they were gonna drop below you and come
Yeah.
around behind like us.
That was fun. Thanks for inviting me, fellas.
Next time I'll do it longer.
I don't care what you shoot.
I just like killing.
You gotta set an example for the kids. See, even adults have to shoot jakes.
Thanks again for tuning in and watching this video. Like I said, please hit the subscribe button, punch the like, leave comments, and I really enjoy it. And look forward for more videos from the past to the present. Thanks again for watching What I Do Outdoors. I greatly appreciate it.